Hare Krishna. Welcome back to our YouTube channel where we are reading from the pastimes of Lord Ramachandra from the ninth canto, 10th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam. We will continue. We have read so far the text 1, 2, and 3 of that chapter. We will carry on and see wherever we need to comment, we will comment, or else we'll do plain reading. So let's see. Text 4. To keep his, sorry, to keep the promise of his father intact, Lord Ramachandra immediately gave up the position of king and, accompanied by his wife Mother Sita, wandered from one forest to another on his lotus feet, which were so delicate that they were unable to bear even the touch of Sita's palm. The Lord was also accompanied by Hanuman or by other monkey Sugriva, the king of monkeys, and by his own younger brother, Lord Lakshman, both of whom gave him relief from fatigue of wandering in the forest. Having cut off the nose and ears of Shurpanakha, thus disfiguring her, the Lord was separated from Mother Sita. He therefore became angry, moving his eyebrows and thus frightening the ocean, who then allowed the Lord to construct a bridge to cross the ocean. Subsequently, the Lord entered the kingdom of Ravan to kill him, like a fire devouring forest. May that Supreme Lord, Ramachandra, give us all protection. Text 5. In the arena of sacrifice performed by Vishwamitra, Lord Ramachandra, the king of Ayodhya, killed many demons, Rakshasas, and uncivilized men who wandered at night in the mode of darkness. May Lord Ramachandra, who killed these demons in the presence of Lakshman, be kind enough to give us protection. Text 6 and 7. O Lord, the pastimes of O King, the pastimes of Lord Ramachandra were wonderful, like those of a baby elephant. In the assembly where Mother Sita was to choose her husband, in the midst of the heroes of this world, he broke the bow belonging to Lord Shiva. This bow was very heavy, so heavy that it had to be carried by 300 men. But Lord Ramachandra bent and strung it and broke it in the middle, just like a baby elephant breaks a stick of sugar cane. Thus the Lord achieved the hand of Mother Sita, who was equally as endowed with transcendental qualities of form, beauty, behavior, age, nature. Indeed, she was the goddess of fortune, who constantly rests on the chest of the Lord. While returning from Sita's home after gaining her at the assembly of competitors, Lord Ramachandra met Parshuram. Although Parshuram was very proud, having rid the earth of royal order 21 times, he was defeated by the Lord, who appeared to be a Kshatriya of the royal order. Text 8. Carrying out the order of his father, who was bound by promise to his wife, Lord Ramachandra left behind his kingdom, opulence, friends, well-wishers, residents, and everything else, just as a liberated soul gives up his life and went to forest with Sita. Purport, Prabhupada has commented here, so we will read that too. Maharaj Dasharath had three wives. Of one of them, Kaikeyi, served him very pleasingly, and therefore he wanted to give her a benediction. Kaikeyi, however, said, that she would ask for the benediction when it was necessary. At the time of coronation of Prince Ramachandra, Kaikeyi requested her husband to enthrone her son Bharat and send Ramachandra to the forest. Maharaj Dashrath, being bound by his promise, ordered Ramachandra to go to the forest according to the direction of his beloved. And the Lord, as an obedient son, accepted the order immediately. He left everything without hesitation, just as a liberated soul or a great yogi gives up his life without material attraction. Yes, so here we are seeing Prabhupada has commented, and he's just mentioned a small comment that how Dashrath Maharaj had three wives, and for the details we can read in the Ramayana, which is a book in itself. So he had three wives, and the youngest of them all was Kaikeyi. She served Maharaj Dashrath, especially during the time of a war. And Maharaj Dashrath was very pleased, and he said, "Ask for any benediction." She said, "No, not now. I'll wait for the right moment, and then I'll ask whatever I need." So Bharat Maharaj had gone to his uncle's place, and that time, according to the stars, it was okay to enthrone the prince regent who was Lord Ramachandra as king. So all the festivities were going on, and Manthara, who was the handmaid servant of KK, she started poisoning her by saying, "You see now, just now you'll see if Lord Ram becomes the king, his mother will be the queen mother, and you, my dear KK, you will be like a maid servant to the other queens." She was like, "Yeah, there's not a problem, she'll never do that." But the mantra, she started spitting poison more and more. And at one point, it really got to KK, and, then she requested Bharat, she requested Dashrath Maharaj that you remember those two benedictions that you asked me to ask you. Now is the time. I would like to enthrone my son Bharat as the king of Ayodhya, and I would like you to banish Lord Ram to the forest, because both had to be done, because only by putting Bharat as the king it would not really work, because Bharat was very uh, close to Lord Ram. He was accepting Lord Ram as his Lord and Master. So even if Dashrath Maharaj put Bharat Maharaj as the king, and if Lord Ram is around, Bharat wouldn't really be the king, because he'll always ask Lord Ramachandra, "Lord Ram, you be the king, I'll serve you." So both had to be done. So then she, using her brains, she asked for these two benedictions that Lord Ram, even if he's in the vicinity, he will just be the auto king because of his behavior, because of his prowess, because of him being the supreme Lord. So then Dashrath Maharaj, being very painful at heart, he requested Lord Ramachandra to go to the forest. And when Bharat Maharaj came, he was enthroned. Although Bharat Maharaj did not like, but what to do? And then the Ramayana continues. Here, because Vyas Muni is just giving a synopsis of the Ramayana. We don't have details, but if you need details, please read the Ramayana by Valmiki Muni. So let's read ahead. Text 9. While wandering in the forests, where he accepted life of hardships, carrying the invincible bow and arrows in his hand, Lord Ramachandra deformed Ravana's sister, who was polluted with lusty desires by cutting off her nose and ears. He also killed her 14,000 Rakshasa friends, headed by Khara, Trisira, and Dushan. Yes, I forgot to mention how in the previous verses, also in the third verse, it was a description of how Lord Ramachandra or Lord Lakshmana actually deformed Shurpanakha. Actually, it happened very funnily because Shurpanakha was passing by and she saw Lord Ramachandra. She was very much attracted. I mean, who will not be attracted to the Supreme Lord, who is one of the qualities that he is the most beautiful person? So she got attracted, so she approached him that, please accept me. Lord Ramachandra said, no, I'm married. But my younger brother, we can go to him. So she goes to Lakshman and she sees, also Lakshman, Supreme Personality of Godhead also. And she's saying, okay, equally beautiful, I don't mind. So she approaches Lakshman and Lakshman says, hey, I cannot, when my elder brother is there, I cannot do anything. So it would be better if you go to my elder brother. And I'm sure if you request him nicely, he will accept you. So, she goes to Lord Ram again and he says, yeah, but what to do? I've got Ekapatni Vrata, having only one wife, so we really can't do anything. But Lakshman, he can marry as much as he wants or as many queens as he wants. And you can also be one of his queens. And then she went back to Lakshman and, both Ram and Lakshman were, playing her, sending her here and there. She got frustrated and, she got her sword out and she went directly for Mother Sita. Everything is happening because of you. Let me kill you so that you're out of the equation and, I can have Lord Ram. And then Lakshman had to jump in and, save Mother Sita. So, he jumped in and, he just cut off the tip of the nose and the ears and made Shurpanakha uh, an ugly lady. And then, Shurpanakha went to her brother and, you know, he said, I mean, she told him that, you have so many queens, all are beautiful, but even if you put all of them in uh, on one side of the scale, and if you put Mother Sita on another side, you will see that Mother Sita is way beautiful than all of these put together. So you have to have her. She's in such and such forest, and you can go and have her. And that's how Ravan became infatuated with lust, and he wanted to have Mother Sita. So let's continue reading. Text 10. O King Parikshit, when Ravana, who had 10 heads on his shoulders, heard about the beautiful and attractive features of Sita, his mind was agitated by lusty desires, and he went to kidnap her. To distract Lord Ramachandra from his ashram, Ravana sent Maricha in the form of a golden deer. And when Lord Ramachandra saw that wonderful deer, he left his residence and followed it and finally killed it with a sharp arrow, just as Lord Shiva killed Daksha. Text 11. When Ramachandra entered the forest and Lakshmana was also absent, the worst of the Rakshasas, Ravan, kidnapped Sita Devi, the daughter of Videha, the daughter of King Videha, just as a tiger seizes unprotected sheep when the shepherd is absent. Then Lord Ramachandra wandered in forest with his brother Lakshman, as if very much distressed due to separation from his wife. Thus he showed by his personal example the condition of a person attached to woman. purport. And Prabhupada has commented here, so we will read the purport. In this verse, the verse 3 Sanginam Gatim Iti indicate that the condition of a person attached to woman was shown by Lord himself. According to moral instructions, Grihe Nadim Vivarjayet. When one goes on a tour, one should not bring his wife. Formerly, men used to travel without conveyances, but still, as far as possible, when one leaves home, one should not take his wife with him, especially especially if one is in such a condition as Lord Ramachandra. When banished by the order of his father, whether in forest or at home. If one is attached to a woman, this attachment is always troublesome, as shown by the Supreme Personality of Godhead by his personal example. Of course, this is the material side of Sri Sangi, but the situation of Lord Ramachandra is spiritual, for he does not belong to the material world. Narayana Paravyaktat. Narayan is beyond the material creation because he is the creator of the material world. He is not subject to the conditions of the material world. The separation of Lord Ramachandra from Sita is spiritually understood as Vipralamba, which is an activity of Ladini potency of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, belonging to Shringar Ras, the mellow of conjugal love in the spiritual world. In the spiritual world, the Supreme Personality of Godhead has all the dealings displaying the symptoms called Satvika, Sanchari, Vilapa, Murcha, and Unmad. Thus, when Lord Ramachandra was separated from Sita, all these spiritual symptoms were manifested. The Lord is neither impersonal nor important. Rather, he is Satchid Ananda Vigraha, the eternal form of knowledge and bliss. Thus, he has all the symptoms of spiritual bliss. Feeling separation from one's beloved is also an item of spiritual bliss. As explained by Srila Sarup Damodar Goswami, Radha Krishna Pranaya Vikte Ladini Shakti. The dealings of love between Radha and Krishna are displayed as the pleasure potency of the Lord. The Lord is the original source of all pleasure, the reservoir of all pleasure. Lord Ramachandra therefore manifested the truth both spiritually and materially. Materially, those who are attracted to women suffer, but spiritually, when the feelings of separation between the Lord and His pleasure potency, the spiritual bliss of the Lord increases. This is further explained in the Bhagavad Gita, 9, chapter 11 verse. Avajanati mamudha manusim tanumashrita param bhava majananto mama bhuta maheshwara. One who does not know the spiritual potency of the Supreme Personality of Godhead thinks of the Lord as an ordinary human being. But the Lord's mind, intelligence, and senses can never be affected by material conditions. This fact is further explained in the Skanda Purana as quoted by Madhvacharya. Nit- Nityapurna Sukha Jnana Swarupa Sauyato Vibhu Athosya Rama iti Akhya Tasya Dukkham Kutonvapi Tathapi Lokam Shikshartham Adukho Dukkha Vartivat Anantarhitam Hitam Lokadrishtya Sitam Asit Smaran Eva Jnanapartham Purnanitya Sambandha स्वात्मनः श्रिया अयोध्याया विनिर्गच्छम् सर्वलोकस्य चेश्वरः प्रक्तस्यं तु श्रियः सार्धं जगामन्दिरमव्ययम् नक्षत्रमासगणितं त्रयोदशसहस्रकम् ब्रह्मलोकं ब्रह्मलोकसमं चक्रे समस्तं क्षितिमण्डलं रामो रामो राम इति सर्वेषाम् अभवत् तदा सर्वोरमयो लोको यदा रामस्त्वमपालयत्. It was actually impossible for Ravana to take away Mother Sita from, sorry, the form of Sita taken by Ravana was an illusory representation of Mother Sita, Maya Sita. When Sita was tested in fire, this Maya Sita was burned and the real Sita came out of fire. A further understanding to be derived from this example is that a woman, however powerful she may be in the material world, must be given protection. For as soon as she is unprotected, she will be exploited by Rakshasas like Ravan. Here the words Vaideha Raja Duhitari indicate that before Mother Sita was married to Lord Ramachandra, she was protected by her father Videharaj. And when she was married, she was protected by her husband. Therefore, the conclusion is that a woman should always be protected. According to the Vedic rule, there is no scope for women's being independent, for a woman cannot protect herself independently. Yes, nowadays we are seeing how there is the woman liberation movement, and women need equal rights and all that stuff. But if you properly analyze it, all these things are just making them more and more exploited. Like women previously, they used to stay at home, take care of the children, and cook, and then that was it. Life was simple. Now they want equal rights, and all the women should be equally treated. We should have similar jobs as men. So now they go to the job, they work there 8 to 10 hours a day, come back home, and also do all the chores that they are supposed to do. So is it equality or is it exploitation? So this is what Prabhupada is trying to mention, that even though women are very, very powerful, we are not saying they are not powerful. They are very powerful, but they are easily exploited. So hence they should always be under protection of the father when they are child, of the husband when they are young, and when they grow old, of the children, because they need to be taken care of. Thank you very much. I will end here. I will see you tomorrow with the further verses from text 12 onwards. Thank you very much. Kindly subscribe our channel for similar content. Thank you very much.